Ah yes, greetings geeks, gamers, nerds, and frankly any sane person that doesn't shriek to break the sound barrier the moment they notice a woman looks nice. Now I saw this article on Marysue. If you ever want to know why journalism sucks ass and why it's a dying gig, well, articles like this is a good example of why. Stellar Blade's design isn't the problem, it's how creepy men are being about it. They say creepy. Creepy is apparently, wow, she looks feminine and is attractive. Naturally, the article is written by an XX because, of course it is. It's on Marysue and it's complaining about men. What other demographic would write such embarrassing bollocks? But by the way, it would help if you actually gave tangible evidence and examples of said creepy because you don't seem to do so. Once again, you look pathetic and insecure and whining for the sake of projecting your own insecurity, which is really creepy and more than a bit sad. Do we really need to read this article? No, of course not. We all know exactly what this drone is going to say. It is so formulaic at this point, hence why I said this entire industry will be replaced by AI. But there is something I do wish to highlight though. It's typically politically heavy themes because these dim-witted wankers are incapable of viewing the world in anything outside the realm of politics. Anything that opposes us is conservative, anti-woke. It calls the Sweet Baby Inc. drama a conspiracy theory, even though all of social media where this is being broadcasted is counterbalanced by endless videos and screenshots of Sweet Baby Inc.'s own employees trying to harass Cabrutus for making the tracker, the CEO openly trying to drill in people of color into games, wanted to take over the industry, and every journalistic entity simping for SBI, failing to mention any of this and calling it a conspiracy despite being wombaffled all over Twitter every time they try, which is actually pretty funny. Also funny to include lines like this: anything that gets the approval of male conservative extremists is bound to give anyone pause, and the creators soon confirmed that one is right to be hesitant about Stellar Blade. Yet starting off the article talking about the hypersexualization of women in media and TV to movies to video games is a decades-old ongoing issue. It didn't make us extreme then, why the hell would it make us extreme now? Doesn't make a lot of sense. Then again, this is Marysue, it's not supposed to, it's digital toilet paper. Why is Stellar Blade controversial? For the same reasons I just mentioned. It features a pretty woman, and those that aren't must cope, seethe, and bitch about it. Simple as. Ever since the marketing for Stellar Blade began, it has been abundantly clear that men are going to be gross about it. When the gameplay overview was released, the comments were overtaken with commenters fawning over the lead character and declaring it the best game ever solely for the protagonist's design. You know what would help if you present any evidence for this? Where are these gross comments you speak of? Secondly, bear this in mind because these journalists are incredibly stupid children of the bubble, and much like every feminist who's ever lived, do not understand the concept of action-reaction. If you go out of your way to tell the world what annoys you and you piss off everyone with your stupid opinions as you whine and moan all damn day long, people will actively say those things just to piss you off. Again, action-reaction, they haven't the first freaking clue. And no one has said this is the best game ever purely on the lead character's design. That's just a really dumb lie. But the standards imposed by these whinging types is nothing short of insane. They will sing the praises of sexual liberation, sex work is real work, all of that nonsense. They have no problem with sexual exploitation as long as women are making a dime from it. Then it's aces, apparently. Men can consume the actual model that Eve is based on, that's fine. But the moment the actual model works with the game's producers and the developers, does her justice, everyone's happy, she looks amazing in the game. Oh, suddenly now these pathetic journalists find that she's been over-sexualized. What the fuck? I think I can speak on behalf of many gamers when I say you're all full of shit and you can fuck off. No. It is because thousands of internet users are bluntly describing Eve as an ideal woman, the only woman that men want to see. AKA, we're really salty as hell someone like her gets all of the attention, and we're upset that men don't look at us. That is 100% what that is. It is the entitled mid screaming, I deserve to be looked at! No, you don't. Secondly, who cares if it's the ideal? Get over yourself, you sad bunch of losers. I hope one day you grow up and realize how pathetic you are whinging about what men find appealing in a video game. That is a miserable existence. Some of us aren't brittle as twigs. We like ideals. Gives us something to look up to and to strive to achieve. Unlike some other people who do nothing but act like spoiled crybabies. And lastly, who the hell cares? Lara Croft has been the ideal for well over a decade and none of you said a bloody word then. When Angelina Jolie played her, no one went, "Oh my goodness, the patriarchy is enforcing an unrealistic beauty standard." No, she just trained with the British military for 3 months, nailed the accent, and it looked great. Ah, yes, the old days. Here's the point I'm trying to make though. It is insane and frankly diabolically evil to forbid men from having a healthy appreciation of the female aesthetic without sexualizing it. These people cannot even understand what I just said. They actually think beauty on a woman is only for sex and nothing else. You think I'm kidding? Read this bit here. Additionally, it's just very strange how video games supposedly have to have these ideal characters because they're adult entertainment. That is not what he implied. You're assuming that. In children's animated movies, we have beautiful characters there as well. This has nothing to do with adult entertainment. There are plenty of other outlets where men can access adult content. However, this push to turn video games solely into adult content for men while ignoring all other audiences is outright bizarre. It's suggesting that despite men having specific outlets for this content, it now needs to be injected into all media to cater solely to them. That is one hell of a stretch, holy sweet Moses. First off, the only ones complaining about this character are deeply insecure leftist women. Literally just you. There is no other demographic who gives an ass about any of this. Trust me, no one will be hurt if you are not represented. As a matter of fact, I will go so far as to put my bollocks on the line here and say this. Nothing bad would ever happen to any game sales if they completely ignored everything you ever had to say about anything, or did the complete opposite of what your regime brain mind spewed at any given moment. I feel extremely confident in this assessment, arrogant even. But this line here, there are plenty of other outlets where men can access adult content. However, this push to turn video games solely into adult content for men while ignoring all other audiences is outright bizarre. Insert nonsensical claims about misogyny, who the hell cares, blah, 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 blah. As if only men appreciate aesthetics. But this does make it sound like your only value for beauty is exclusively sexual, which says a lot about your perceptions of men, frankly. I would love to sit down with the author who wrote this pile of wank and ask her, what screwed up trauma were you fed that caused you to regurgitate such a nonsensical opinion? Because a perspective like this is not normal. How dare men have something catered to them because women definitely have nothing at all catered to them? No. These types have no idea how men work, nor do they care to find out. Men do not cater to weaklings, will either bully you into growing thicker skin or until you leave. If you can't handle it, then get lost. We're men. This is how we enjoy ourselves. If that isn't your flavor, don't make your problems ours. Piss off. Every single problem we have in the West right now when it comes to gaming, and frankly past beyond as well, is because of the XXs. Everywhere you find any complaints about damn near anything, you can bet your ass it's coming from one missing a Y chromosome, and every one of you watching this video damn well knows that's the truth. As a matter of fact, I will go so far as to say, if you decided to make a game, and you said everything about this game is going to be done to cater to men, from the developers to the producers, the publishers, the forums, absolutely everything is catered to men. We do not give one flying iota what any woman thinks about anything whatsoever. I guarantee you that game would sell and do extremely well.
No, I'm just kidding. We don't hire women.
Cheers for watching, and once again, I apologize for nothing.